All right. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Thursday for many kids. Happy end of school for some of the kids, man. Your school will be ending soon enough. But my kids are done. All my kids are done with school. So big up to you guys. Capital G, capital O, capital D. Thank you for waking me up and blessing me with another day. Big up to my lovely wife, of course, and my baby says that she is here. Thank you, baby, for being here and present. Big up to the kiddos, too. Got some of the weather. We got all types of family in town for graduations across the board. So we are full of Sanchez's running around everywhere, an extended family, man. So it's a happy time as we embark into the summer. D-Champ is in the house all the way, 100%, man. Big up to you, D-Champ. Hope you're doing well, my G. Good to see you, man. We're doing something different today. You guys notice there is no flight overlay because we don't have a specific destination that we're going to go to. What we do have is an island of Oahu that we're going to be running with this bad boy and see where we go. So we're basically just going to be taking off. We're going to do a lot of VFR flying, of course, and just see how things go. We'll see what different fields are here. We'll see how many takeoff and landings we can get here. We're just going to be traveling from field to field, guys. So that's how we're going to do it today, man. With that being said, let's also go in this bad boy and give it some gas, guys. We are flying this Italian-made Tecnam HOTAS 2006 Turbo is what we're doing. And let's see, internal fuel is looking good. Let's get a little more fuel on there for the pounds, and we'll just double check it each time. We got the pilot, myself, plus 3 other passengers. We're just doing some basically charter flights is what we're gonna call it, and we're gonna fly around Hawaii. It looks a little halfway overcast, so hopefully everything stays VFR, but if not, then we'll do what we gotta do, guys. So again, guys, this is an Italian made, it looks like it's the lightest multi-engine 4-seater, guys, and like I said, it can hold up to 4 passengers. It's got a range of about 600, I believe, in like 11 nautical miles or something like that. Yeah, you know, basically it looks like it can do a whole lot more, but it flies basically like a Cessna, you know, 182, 172, what have you. Speeds, that's why we're just going to mainly focus on Oahu Island, where we landed last. So we are here at Daniel K. Inouye International Airport in Honolulu, and let's go ahead and get this thing cracked off without further ado, guys. So it's going to be a little different today how we do it. We are on VATSIM. There is no ground, no one on. It's just us here all by our lonesome. So we will see how much trouble we can get into today, man. So let's pause that for now and go ahead and just get right on board, man, and see what we got cracking here. First and foremost, we do have our passengers here. Let's take a quick gander as we get the doors closed as well. We are running the G1000 suite on this little bad boy, so it may be small, but it packs a punch. Let's make sure all of our levers work here, okay, because you gotta have, if you use axes for your prop and your throttle and your fuel mixture, this doesn't require the fuel mixture, but you will need throttle, your propeller conditioners, and carb heat, of course, so that carburetor doesn't freeze up, because it's carbureted and not the fuel injected. So we got to get that carb heat. So this is it, guys. Very small aircraft. So we got 3 passengers. They pay a hefty amount of money for us to transport them, so good for them. We need all the money we can get. Let's go ahead and close the door up. Okay. Now that we're on board, let's go ahead and close this door up. Not going to be a whole lot of flight planning today, y'all. It's going to be a lot of praying. It's quite windy here. Okay, it's quite windy here, guys. So we will have to probably contend with some major winds here. And before we get started, let me go ahead and double check here where we're at. We don't need too much here, y'all. honestly. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Of course, of course, of course. There we go, man. I hope you guys are having a stellar weekend. And let's get this airport information. Get the ATIS here. So we are here on the south part of the field, and these runways here are crosswind enough to handle northern winds, southern winds, east or west, because they're canted there. We got our northern runways here, 4 right, 4 left. Of course, we'll be departing on 4 right if that's the case. And if we're going to depart out to the west, which is my hope, if the winds are favorable, we're going to head out to the west for our first field. I am planning to potentially fly west to John Rogers Fields, which is Kalialola, and it's, you know, a little runway. It's going to be Papa Hotel Julio Romiette. Never flown there myself, so I'm doing some exploring here myself. When I was in the Army, I was supposed to get stationed in Hawaii, turned it down, didn't want to be stationed on the island, but we're going to explore it this way for you fine folks. So, with that being said, and we're going to try to do it all VFR, and if not, what we'll do is we'll still pull up the charts for these other airports as well, just to be on the safe side. We got, where's the name of it here again? Papa Hotel Juliet Romeo. And that's it. That is the one we want, man. So we'll just kind of still keep our charts up. But we'll be doing all visual stuff here, hopefully. It's kind of the same thing here. We got 4 left, 4 right, and we've got 2, 9, and 11, and they're all very small. So we'll check it out, y'all. We'll see what we got cracking here, man. Before we get, because once we get the engine started, we about to bounce. There's not going to be a whole lot of flight planning or anything like that, guys. So something a little simpler. Now, we are going to do a long haul out of Hawaii here soon. But we might put a pin in that because I might do a stream. I just was elated to download the Magnite 787 updated for X-Plane 12. Love it. Didn't have to pay a penny. Or for this one, use my reward points. So we'll do probably some type of domestic flight in that. Just as, you know, test flight in that. Fly for some type of airline, United or something like that. And I think that's going to be the one we take on the long haul. 787 to the Philippines when we do it, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's go ahead and get the ATIS for both of these wonderful airports, and yeah, let's try that again. I put the ATIS in and it 100% didn't pull anything up. Let's see. Well, that's not good. It's not working. Alright, well, I guess we're not going to get the ATIS that way. Let's try just using FlightAware and do it that way. Something must be going on with X-Pilot. But that's alright. We got our backups, man. Okay, winds are out of the east. 10 knots. Gusting 17. Could be worse. Could be worse than that. Altimeter is 3009. So, also, just really quick, let's write that down. That way I can go and get the information from the next airport. So, altimeter is 3009. Winds are 50 degrees. So north, eastern, more north, of course. And 10 gusting 17. Temperature is a nice roasty 30 degrees Celsius. That equates to 69 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's nice and warm. Dew point is 86, so shouldn't be any possibility of freezing of certain surfaces. We're going to be pretty low anyway. We got few clouds, 2800, scattered at 43, broken at 55. So we'll probably fly, you know, maybe we'll just go up to just like 2500 or something like that. Something super low to stay under that cloud deck. And let us go also look at the next airport. just to make sure that we don't have any issues there. It is Papa Hotel Juliet Romeo. It's the right one. Kalealoa. Kalealoa. You are native or know how to say it, and I'm saying it wrong. I do apologize. Basically, same thing. 5011, winds gusting 20, altimeter is 3010. So basically the same thing. All right, y'all. Let's get it in, man. Let's see. All right. So, with that being said, and we know where we're at on the field here. So we'll taxi all the way up Charlie. Actually, we won't. We'll taxi here, Charlie, out to the north, if you will. We'll make a turn to the east, then out to the south. So we'll just do a nice little loop over the water and do it that way. I am using Sky Vector, so we'll double check the charts here for minimums. Of course, over the water, it's really not a big issue. 3,000 will be just fine either way it goes, because entering the next airport, which is not a Bravo airport, of course, we will be able to enter that, and the minimums to enter that is 1,600. We'll be at 3,000, so that's cool. That is cool. All right, so yeah, we like that. Maybe we'll do like you know, it's got to be even or so. So we'll do 2,500. If we fly anything east, we'll do 3,500. How about that? So it sounds like we got a plan, y'all. What you think? I think we good, man. All right, let's go ahead and get it done. Okay, first thing we want to do. Now, the only thing I don't like about this, which I've pretty much went and hooked it up, but the only thing I don't like about this aircraft is the fact that well, not the aircraft itself. The aircraft itself is okay. The actual checklist that come with this, it comes in these separate Word documents. You got to open like 50 of them up. So I ran through them earlier, just kind of getting it done. So I'm not going to run those, but I will verbally talk about them, if you will. So pretty much the cockpit pre-flight, all of these switches need to be off. Left hand field, right hand field, master off. Avionics 1 and 2, cross buses 1 and 2 are off. All of our throttles, carpet, propellers are in the idle position. Here you have our left. If you scroll down a little bit here, you have our left and your right chokes. We are 100% not going to mess with those. Now here's the thing I don't like either. This thing has you doing your trims, and it's, you know, pitch trim, nose up, nose down, but there is really no trim indicator on here whatsoever that I've noticed. So let's come over here, and you can see, but there's really no takeoff trim whatsoever. So yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. Down here is our parking brake. Parking brake is 100% set, and of course here are, if you look under here, here's our landing, taxi, nav, strobe, and instrument lights that we have here, and we'll be using that. Of course, we have our G1000, the primary flight display, along with the multifunction display, which we will observe that. And we set the altimeter, which we can kind of throw that in, this one at least. The standby was 3009, so let's put that in there now. Oops. Alright, so 3009 is put in there. Here's our standby horizon. We don't have to uncage it or anything. It is already where it needs to be. Here's our standard analog or steam speed gauge there in knots. We got our fuel pressures for the left and right. We have our amps in volts here, which for the left and right engine. We've also got here our oil temperatures for left and right, our oil pressures for left and right, as well as some more temperatures for the engine here, our manifold pressure, which is important, of course, and our engine RPMs, which we will be observing. We've got all our circuit breakers. None of these are simulated here. I mean, other than the fact that they're simulated as pushed in, but that's where they would be. And those are good. You're going to come up top here and recognize that our fuel selectors left and right are actually in the off position, and we will 100% open both of them up. Here too, we've got our left and right fuel pumps and our left side and right side ignitions, which we will get on, and of course start buttons there. You go up top, just have a few lights there. Here's our analog compass, and of course here is just so some of these compasses here are each aircraft on the POH, or Pilot Operating Handbook, should always be giving you for that aircraft the offset between true north and magnetic north. Something you guys learn in ground school if you haven't, or just doing a little bit of research. Just know these type of compasses, they do have an offset, that typically your aircraft will have a placard on there to let you know what that offset is if you are just using the magnetic one and the disparity between its magnetic and the true north. So just know that there's that, but we're going to be using these gauges, so we're going to follow that. And everything for the pre-flight is pretty much complete and checked. Landing gear is down, and the flap knob, which is right here, is in the full up position. And yeah, we're good to go. So without the brakes on, we have our fire extinguisher on board. Let's go ahead and get the aircraft on. So we're going to go ahead and put our master on here, of course, and we won't turn the avionics on or anything like that until we get the bird started. So now that we have the master on, let's go ahead and turn the left hand field and the right hand field on. Oops. Keep that on. That was just a bad click. Before we get the aircraft started, there is no beacon light, it's just a strobe light. So we're going to turn the nav light on and the instrument lights on, of course. We'll leave landing, taxi, and strobes off for now, and flaps up. We're going to come up now, and we are going to open both of our fuel gauges here. I mean, not fuel gauges, excuse me, our fuel selectors. There we go. Both fuel selectors are on. Let's check the prop area to the left, and we'll check prop area to the right. And that looks good, man. So let's go ahead and get our ignitions on, as well as the left-hand fuel pump. Okay, there we go. And again, remember, it's not a turboprop. Now, check this out. One thing you will be noticing, remember we talked about fuel pressure. Pressure is higher now because we still have the fuel pump on, but we only need that for start, so, and takeoff and landing. So we'll turn it off now, and you'll see that the pressure actually falls lower than it actually than the red line. But once we take off, we'll get that on, and we'll just observe that the engine is still running. Go ahead and start the right engine as well. Same thing. Left and right ignition. They have two ignitions for the engines on both sides of it, so you got to put both of them on. For these two apply to the left engine, these two apply to the right engine. Of course, fuel pump on. Prop area, once again, it's clear, and let's go down and observe. Fuel pressure is looking good. Yes, it is. Okay, we'll turn that pump back off. Now what we can do, guys, is get the buses on. Buses are on, and let's get this out of feather a little higher, and we don't need car repeat right now. And now we can get the avionics on. Avionics are on. That is all looking good, man. Now, one thing in this aircraft, if you forget, will be the autopilot. We got the pitot heat here and the autopilot. If you don't do the autopilot master switch, nothing on the autopilot is going to work whatsoever. So it behooves us to put the pitot heat on as well as the autopilot. Now the autopilot will work. Let's go down here to our transponder, and we're just going to go squawk VFR 1200 back to the transponder, and we're just going to put it on altitude. And let me just double check here and make sure that we don't have any ATC. Oh, it's funny, we got all the METARs in there now. It showed up rather late, but we did get them. But we don't need them now, y'all. Alright, so that is done, and let's go ahead and take a look at what our departure heading will be. 42. So we'll fly departure heading 42, and then if we just want to do a nice 90-degree turn to the right, we'll add 90 to that, and that'll give us a 132 degree heading for the turn. So let's do this to 132. Almost kind of with the direction we're facing it now. Let's see here. Okay, here we are. So we're kind of directly, yeah, because these are the runways we're taking here. So yeah, we're perfectly already 90 degrees on the turn that we want. So we'll come up, make that 90-degree turn, fly out, and then we won't necessarily make another perfect 90-degree turn. We'll probably just go straight to the west. Let's see if we can notice that field here now. And the field is right here, so maybe we'll do a little bit of pattern work before we land over there and announce which runway we're going to land on before we do any other work. So that'll kind of be our first thing, and that'll be interesting because it's super windy, so we'll see how she handles with the wind, of course. So for now, let's put that there. Let's also, as we said, we're going to climb up to only 2,500 feet. So there's 2,500 feet, and let's see, that's pretty much all we got to do for that part. If we want to have it just to monitor what our vertical speed is going to be. Cages is in the house. What's up with you, big dog? Looking forward to flying some DCS with you maybe later, Cages, or tomorrow. So let's link up with that. So this thing normally climbs out best at about 100 or 1,000 feet per minute. So we are literally just going to do maybe about like 600 feet per minute, something very simple. So we're going to come here and just go nose up. And you can see that's what it'll give us there. And then if we aspire to depart on the right heading, we'll fly runway heading. But for the most part, we do have it in the heading mode, as you can see there. And it's not telling us to do anything other than fly this heading because that's the direction we're facing. Blue Games is in the house, man. What up with you, Blue, man? We definitely got to get some flying in soon, boys. With my wing there, I actually did an F-16 refuel the other day. So Blue says chilling in the background working. Hey, that's what's up. Appreciate you, man. And Kay just says thanks for showing me the Apache. Now I can trim it perfectly. Sweet. Aviate68 says Blue, what up? Nice. Alright guys, so far that's looking good. Again, we're not doing any flight plans. We're going to be VFR traffic, and we will depart out to the of course east with the turn, or depart out north with the turn to the east, if you will. So let's do a little radio check here. Let me make sure my situation is okay. We're good to go there. And here's the radios. Let's see. Here's the volumes. I think the volumes are all good here. Push to squelch. We don't need any nav thing. So, Blue says congrats on F-16 refuel. Hey, appreciate it, Blue. I actually did it in one stream. I don't know if we were all flying in that stream, but I've refueled it a couple times. But man, yeah, Cages, we're definitely going to get into that F-16 refuel for sure. I got to continue to practice on that as well. So you guys know how air refueling is. All right, y'all. So how about we go out and take a look at this bird really quick? And you know, very small aircraft here. You know, it's not always about the big boys. I am excited to do the Magnite 787 eventually here short for you, soon for you guys. I just downloaded it today again and put it in, so I gotta make sure deliveries work, and then we'll do a nice little domestic flight before we take it on the long haul. So yeah, not bad on the modeling. You know, like I said, this is an Italian-made aircraft, and I think like the IKO is like Papa 06 Tango. It is in sim brief. All right, so let's set takeoff flaps and see how these flaps look here. All right, let's go ahead and set takeoff flaps. Okay, nice. And let me get you guys some flight controls on for your viewing pleasure. Let me make sure they actually did come on. There we go. All right, y'all. And again, I'm not flying with my TCA yoke since this is a push or pull. I do have the Turtle Beach Velocity 360 as well, but for whatever reason, this one flies smoother for me, and this is my old Logitech or Sidestick Pro Flight, which I do love. It's got the throttle, the props, and then in this case, this is the carb heat, but normally this would be the fuel mixture. And let's turn the taxi light on and go back out and take a gander. I don't think I ever saw what it looked like with the taxi light. Okay, it's one of those aircraft's landing lights. The taxi lights will be on here. And yes, indeed, the nav lights are on. So not a bad aircraft. You can see you got the antenna for the comms and another lower antenna there. Looks like you got a static port over here. So not bad. Not a bad little Italian joint. Looks like you got a pitot tube right there. The landing gear is fully retractable. Another pitot tube here, so it's looking good. 104 money. This plane looks like it would be good for coin hops. Hang a couple rockets from it and throw some AI and let it. You ain't lying, money. What's up with you, big dog? Good to see you, my G. All right, y'all. So back in we go, and let's refresh our taxi. We're gonna nose right and just come right here to Charlie and take off right over here. All right, y'all. So let's get it done, man. So taxi lights are bada being on, landing off, strobe is off, and let's take a look at our pressures. Those are stable. Altimeter is set for 3009. Amps are looking good. Fuel quantity, the CHT is looking good, and oil temperature for the right engine is just at the cusp, but it is in the green. RPMs are looking good, and we are ready to go, man. We have almost all the squad in chat, right? Yep, we just missing Mikey and Sheer and Shadow. All right, y'all. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and release the parking brake. Let's do our flight controls check. Pull up, pull down, aileron right, aileron left, neutral, rudder right, and rudder left. And we're good to go. All right, y'all. Let's go flying. Honolulu traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango is a Tecnam Papa 2006 Tango on the south field. Its VFR traffic will be taxiing to runway 4 right for departure out to the south, and then continued, or actually correction, out to the east, continue right turn south and then west for Honolulu traffic. All right, here we go, y'all. Don't forget, no smoking on here. So let's take our chartered passengers to the first joint and see how we handle this bad boy. Rotates at about 65 knots. Approach speed will be between 120 knots and 85. Stall speed is 55 in this bird. It's gusting, so we will not do this first landing on full flaps. Aviation Geek is in the house. What up? Just got back from the American Legion and I was at a Narcan training. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, weatherman. I mean, Aviation Geek. Okay, there's Charlie. So we'll do a little left here. Yeah, guys, like I said, she's not too bad. Not a bad little 4-seater machine. And this is actually kind of fitting for, you know, the island hop, since it's multi-engine. It can, you know, operate and climb out. With 2 engines, it can climb out at about 1,026 feet per minute. With 1 engine, the climb is only 200 feet per minute, but nonetheless, you can still climb with max load in here. Right now, we have, as you guys saw, just under about 200 pounds of fuel. All right. Got a little furry friend meowing here. I can't give you any food right now, girl. You better go find your sister. Go find your sister. All right. If an overdose happened around me, that mofo is just gonna die. Boy, you silly. Talking about Drew's Narcan training. All right, guys. Here we are. Honolulu traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango, now entering runway 4 right for departure out to the east with a turn to the south and the west for Honolulu traffic. Alright guys, normally you would do, there is a run-up checklist, but it's just a series of turning some of these things off and on and putting up the RPMs. We are not going to do it because, like I said, it's inconvenient how they got the checklist set up. You got to open up like 50 pages. Once we get on the runway, carpet will go to full, props will go to fuel, and we need to turn on our fuel pumps along with our strobes, which we can do that now. So we're going to get landing light on and strobes on, and let's get her going. We take off. We will rotate at about 65 knots. Once we have positive rate, gear will come up and the yaw damper will come on, and we will make our way VFR to the next field there. We're just simply going to be using our map. No type of flight plan or anything. Now it's gusting, so hopefully these landings come in right. Alright guys, we're on the field now. Let's go ahead and toe brake it there. Alright, fuel pumps are coming on. The props are all the way up. Carb heat is all the way up, folks. And of course, let's get that timer going. So we can go back. Now we can go timer. And we can go start. Okay, timer is started, and we'll just leave it kind of there. Oh, and we got to do our, oops. That is not what I wanted to do. We got to do our 3009. There we go. Here we go. Let's get it done, man. We're going to hold the toe brakes, check all engines first. Pressure's looking good. Oil temps are looking good. All right. Let's go flying. Airspeed's alive. 50 knots. And rotate. Okay, positive rate, we are up. Gears coming up. Yaw dampers on. Flaps are up. Let's start trimming it out. Honolulu traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango is departed runway 4 right, and we are currently climbing out on runway heading, and we'll be turning right to a heading of 130 for Honolulu traffic. Last call. Very windy out. Okay, let's go ahead and initiate our right turn. And again, we're just going to be doing a lot of VR flying. Okay, now we're going to pull those props back slightly. We have taken off. We can take our fuel pumps off now. Alright, y'all. Let's trim her down. Okay, gear is up and confirmed. And we are climbing out. We got about another 500 feet to go. Right. Louder than the Bronco, baby. We will eventually get it on autopilot once we get wings level and kind of ride it out that way. We're still climbing out a little bit. Now what we're going to do is we are going to just make our right turn based off of this. So we'll put it on a 210 heading for our western turn here. And let's get ready to trim her down to 2500 VFR. And we might need to descend a little bit because it looks like we're going into some clouds here. Let's go ahead and descend down to about 23 or 24. Picking up some speed. And let's keep our turn now going to the west. Okay, we look pretty good here. We're slightly high. Let's trim her down. Okay, now we're out to the west. Yeah, hey, so when are you boys gonna be ready to fly? Because maybe I can just do this for a little bit and we can jump on some DCS if anybody's available. I'm down, y'all. Alright, as you can see there, we're passing the field there. We're just here in the back seat. Still hand flying it. That's the cool thing about VFR flying. We got to drop some altitude here. And later, I can fly now. Okay, just says and later. Okay, well let me do this for a little bit, maybe an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half or something like that, 2 hours. Then we'll jump on there. 9 p.m. about 3 hours and 5 minutes. Okay, roger that, money. I think we should definitely do some F-18 ops, some air-to-air refueling, and or mix in the F-16. You guys let me know what you want to do. Alright, so once we get a little closer here to this next field, we will most certainly make some call outs here. Let's get the name of that field again here. It's Kaleolea. Hope I say it right. Kaleolea. And Kaleolea, we've got 4 right. We'll be planning on 4 left. Is what we're going to plan on. And we'll make right traffic, of course. Kaleolea traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango is a Tecnam Papa 2006 Tango, currently VFR traffic at 2,600 feet, currently on an extended right base for runway 4 right. We'll enter the pattern and execute one pattern and call downwind base and turn to final for runway 4 right for kind of lower traffic. All right. So let's come off to the left a little bit here. Looks like a nimble little plane there. Can we get a quick barrel roll for the stream? And we'll do that at the end. We'll request low level at the end. Maybe there are time I'm gonna be asleep, but worst case I can fly tomorrow. Okay, roger that, Cages. Alright. Hallelujah traffic, we're 350 Kilo Tango, now turning right base for runway 4 right. Then right to final, we will overfly the field for one more pattern for Hallelujah traffic. Definitely overshot that. It's a good thing we're going to make right traffic. Hallelujah traffic, number 350 Kilo Tango. Now turning right to final, we'll overfly runway 4 right and do right crosswind. We'll call right downwind and right base right to final for Hallelujah traffic and correction. That'll be 4 left, runway 4 left. Okay, so we're directly over 4 left now. Hawaii. Oh, he's asking money. He lives in the state of California with me, Cages. Alright, and if we come here, see we're flying right over the runway here. Keeping about 1900. Cages is that UK man. Hallelujah traffic, number 350 Kilo Tango, right crosswind, runway 4 left. Okay, we're going to come to about 150. Like 143. Ooh, that wind's. It's easy to pick up altitude on this thing. Okay, it's 2 in the morning there. Okay, roger that. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and turn Hallelujah traffic, number 350 Kilo Tango, now turning right downwind, runway 4 left. Now we're right downwind, basically on a heading of like 231. There goes the runways over there. Alright, once we get turned to base, we will essentially get our... we'll keep our car peed up until we're on final. like final. Let's do a little bit of roll trim there. She keeps wanting to dip out to the right. Drop a little bit there. Yeah, 7-hour difference. That's about right, Cages. Let's do a little bit more left roll trim there. Okay, here we go, guys. And Galileo traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango, now turning right base for runway 4 left. A little bit of a cloud there, not much of an issue. Galileo traffic, number 350 Kilo Tango, now turning right to final for runway 4 left. Alright, everything's up. Got the runway in sight. Gears coming down. One stage flaps down. See there, talking about the carpet. We got the carpet up though. Carpet was never down. So you got the carpet up already. Ooh, these winds are killing us, boy. Pick up a little speed, throw some power in. And we got gear down, 3 green. Okay, we got 2 white, 2 red. Woo, she's everywhere, boy. Speed's looking good. I'm just hoping the other side of the island isn't this crazy on the winds, man. All right. We've got a butt of mates. All right, let's dump those flaps. Woo, that wind was crazy. All right, let's pull back those props. Yeah, those crosswinds were crazy. Well, we fought it, boy. She was all over the place. We'll do a quick replay on that, y'all. Let's come over here and park, and we'll do a quick replay on that. If you guys check the METAR for this, man, the winds are crazy. Galileo traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango has exited runway 4 left, and we'll be back taxiing for departure on 4 left here shortly. We'll call run up and line up for takeoff. Kalalea traffic. Alright, y'all. That was crazy, man. Let's get ready to get our stuff off here. Kay just says nice butter landing. They appreciate it, man. It was tough, man. She was all over the place. I'm hoping the northern part of the island doesn't have such winds. Alright, we got one butter out the way, and that was some pretty bad conditions. Let's go ahead and get our landing lights off. Oops. Landing off and strobe off. Alright. We can get that. See, the car peat was never down, as you guys see. I don't know why it said that, but I think it's a glitch. So we'll turn that car peat down now. And we'll just roll it and do a quick replay. He says he can do butter landings in the Hornet. I know you can, Cages. That man is 100% Hornet. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, those crosswinds were strong. It's like 11 gusting 20 for this little bit of crosswinds. That's right. It's already Friday for Cages. That's right. Let's roll it down a little further before we depart. And we'll still take this runway. Let me make sure it's an offset runway, so let me make sure this isn't the... Let's double check the chart here. Okay, we can go a little bit further. Let's get one quick replay in before we continue our journey north, and then we'll figure out what's north. We'll check our fuel, and we will absolutely not shut the bird down. We'll just come over here and let these passengers off. Just assume they're parked right over here by the tower, man. If you guys want to really get, I don't know what that was. It was some type of bump or something in the scenery. If you guys want to get some type of good workout, man, fly these little light aircraft in some strong winds, VFR, like we just did. Look at that. I don't know what that is. It's like bumping around. It's like some type of glitch in the scenery. Here, we'll just come over here to this ramp over here. Set the parking brake and get into some quick replays. Alright. Just bring that feather down. Bring car peat down. Boom. Parking brake is set. And... okay, let's do some replays now. Cages says just subscribe. Hey, thank you, Cages, man. Appreciate you, my G. Alright, y'all. So, with that being said, we definitely... oh, we need to come here and get the clock off. So we'll stop that clock. We're probably minus about 2 minutes. So that was about 20 minutes or so there, guys. So let's write that down here. Andy Black, it's a Tecnam fun, man. It's really fun. We're about to see how fun it's going to be. And we need to update the altimeter here. The altimeter here is, I believe, 3010. We'll check it here in a minute. And that first flying time, we'll say, was about 20... well, we'll just keep this 2130. That's first leg. Okay. And let's go ahead and reset the timer. We'll enter that. And then also, of course, we got to come here. Come down, and we can get the transponder off right now. Get that to standby. I gotta log off of the VATSIM network to do the replay, and that's how we're gonna do it, guys. If X-plane crashes, no big deal. We're not doing no serious stuff. Alright, let's check this replay out. You know we gotta have some replay music, man. Alright, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with your boy. Let's see what we got here on this replay, man. Alright. Appreciate y'all rolling with your boy. See how bad we were fighting these winds. Hopefully the tower view doesn't block us, because it looks like it may. Ah, come on, man. There's where we kind of had to float it. Fighting those winds. Trying to keep the center line. Of course. Woohoo! Nice. Pretty much center line. Pretty much center line. Let's ride that back really quick. Right, that Eurofighter's going to be the business, Cages. Is it perfect for VR? I'm not sure. I don't fly VR. Cockpit in front of the props. All right, that was pretty smooth, y'all. Let's go back and... Oh, man, I hate it when they do that with the tower view. All right. Let's get a couple more before we get going to the next field. Hopefully we get a better... Nice. All right. Let's get this in. Let's get this in. All right, let's do one here behind the wing as well. Those meteor missiles are amazing. Eurofighter can hit targets 100 miles away. That's what's up. I think the Eurofighter is going to be top dog in DCS when it comes out. Yes, sir. The Eurofighter is going to be a business. I can't wait to get on that. That'd be the actual first kind of like foreign fighter that I'm looking forward to doing it. In real life, they have made 100-mile range, but in DCS, they're going to limit them to 10 miles like all the other missiles, thanks to WAGs. Yep, it's your BFF money, WAGs in the house. All right, y'all. Looks like we got one in the books. Let's see how this thing looks on the outside taxi, of course. See how good this thing looks. Outside model. Before we get going again here. And for once, man, I went to the Orc store, man. I was telling my wife, finally got something with my reward points. Because I had a bunch of reward points, but anything I wanted, the reward points weren't accepting, or they weren't accepting reward points. Not bad. Not a bad little four-seater. Modeled pretty good. Not bad at all. Pretty good job. Like I said, the cabin's pretty dope. Can walk the cabin again. Big up, Green. Big up. Hey, how did you like it? Hey, I like it, Green, man. If you're available, Green, boot up. Boot up. We just doing some VFR flying here in Hawaii right now. If you can. Yeah, not bad at all, y'all. Not bad at all. Alright. Let us stop the replay. Okay, replay is 100% done. Let me see. Is it? Okay, look. See? Okay, we got pouring late flare. Well, look at that. Negative 27, guys. Negative 27. That's the business right there. Alright. Negative 27. That's what's up. I'm waiting to get on this DCS. Yes, sir. Okay, guys. So, let's go ahead and connect back in. And let's get the METAR. We're going to fly north this time, guys. METAR PH Romeo Juliet, I believe it was. Okay. Dot METAR PH. Let me look at the correct IKO before we get going to the next one here. It's PHJR. PHJR. So Papa Hotel Julio Romeo. Juliet Romeo. Alright, 0607 gusting 17. It came down a little bit. Altimeter is 3009. So let's get the timer off, man. Let's see here. Go back. Get timer off, and we say 3009. Okay, 10 static miles, broken at 3300. Let's see if we can just use this bad boy to figure out where we're going so we can range it out. Okay, you can push this in to pan it, and she'll pan up like this in case you guys didn't know that about the G1000. Let's keep panning up. So you can essentially pan it. You just got to come over here to get this the right area. So I think there's an airport up here. Let me look at Sky Vector. Let's see. We're here. We will. Oh, look, there's a Wheeler. That's Air Force Base, though. So we won't be. And we probably don't want to go through that. That's protected airspace. So, what if we fly the coast? There's a field up there, Dillingham, PHDH. These are all, let's see, let's pan it over. And it's kind of, so we can fly the coast. Here it is right here, PHDH. So what do you say that we do that one? And let's check something out here. So we'll fly the coast, come up. PHDH is what it's going to be in. So let's put a little flight plan in for our reference. Papa Hotel Juliet Romeo. Perfect. So let's get this bad boy working, and we're just going to basically go direct, if you will, even though we don't need to actually do that. So let's H, and it's PHDH. There it is. It's Dillingham, Makaloye. Yeah, Dillingham. That's it right there. That is the one, man. Okay. 17.6 miles. Not bad. Not bad at all. So we're gonna go up there. Let me get the METAR for that field. PHDH. Alright, so PHDH 0607 knots, winds gusting to 17. Oh man. So we're going to be landing east again. This is no fun. Let's see if they have any approaches or anything. I haven't flown an approach in this yet, so let's see if it's got an ILS or something. Let's go here to procedure. Let's go select approach, if there's one. And there's none. Alright, so it says 10 mile static visibility, broken clouds 3300, and we're still off to the west. So let me look at my sky vector here. Look at the minimums, even though we'll just fly the coast to be on the safe side. So we'll just be right over the coast. MSAs over the coast. Yeah, we probably at least wanna. It's only 17 miles though, so this is slow bird. Yeah, let's shoot up to about 3,300 feet and see what we get or so. So we'll put 35 in there. How about that? Okay, there's 35. We still need to put our climb in. Let's take our yaw damper off. We actually landed with our yaw damper on. And let's go vertical speed. And we'll go nose up in about we'll do about 700 feet per minute. Let's check our fuel. Fuel is still looking good here. We are doing really good on the fuel. So this thing only holds about max, looks like 300 gallons of fuel, but then you can't have that many passengers in here. So right now we got about 150 on each side, so we're good to go on the fuel quantity, and we're good to go, guys. So let's prepare our taxi. So we're going to come off here to the left. We still have our taxi light on, so that's good to go. Alright, y'all, and we are going to, let's look at runway heading here. Runway heading for left. There, let's get rid of this because we're not going back to Honolulu, I don't think, unless it's the end of the route. Let's see. Okay, so runway heading for left is 44 degrees. So let's put 44 degrees in here. We'll do 44 out to the north, and this will be up here, so we'll make a right turn to the east, of course. So this is plus 44, so east plus 44. 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 130-ish, 135-ish is where we'll make our actual turn out to the east. Once we depart north, let's see, 90 degrees from 44. So if you add 90, it'd be 130. Yeah, 134-ish. Actually, we should just do that now. 134-ish. And there's the heading. Alright, let's go, y'all. Honolulu traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango will be taxiing to runway 4 left for departure out to the east via Charlie for Kailua traffic. Alright, y'all. You know what time it is, man. It's time to stop the música. And let me check you guys out in the live stream. Okay, guys, back to work for me. Catch y'all in a bit if anyone's around later. Once I get settled. Yeah, let me know, man. Here we go, guys. Let me get the flight controls back on for you. We don't need to do a flight controls check because we did not stop the aircraft. And hopefully the trims are good with that butter. Remember, there is really no way to tell where the trims are set in this thing. It's just a trim wheel here, but good luck finding the trim tab to line everything up. So okay, we'll clear that out. Let's go back to the flight plan, and there it is. So that's just for kind of like some guidance there. And if we want to come back in here, James Johnson says he's here, man. What's up with you, big dog? There we go. We bring it back down here. So this thing's pretty useful for you guys. This G1000 is the business, you guys. You guys should really think about this, man. And so we'll just kind of, you know, mirror the coast here as we come up, and then actually it's actually pretty cool because then we could take a right and maybe just, if we get a good visual, we'll just fly it straight in there. Eurofighter can be controlled by human voice, and we're going to get the same functions as DCS. Nice. All right, y'all. So back at it again. Let's set the trims for takeoff. Takeoff is good. 3009 is in there. And we'll get our timer. Oh, let's get our transponder back on now. We can just squawk VFR. And we'll get it right on altitude back. And we'll get the timer up. So we'll get that started. First flight was about 20 minutes, guys. Let's see. Park and brake is off. Probably gonna get a weird bump. I'm gonna see you, Dre, in like 30 minutes. Roger that. I was hoping it'd be more VFR-ish here. It's kind of like there's that ceiling, so... Let's see, I believe this is our... Okay, we can... Looks like maybe come right here a little bit. See, there's that little weird bump. That's crazy, man. We riding this Italian joint today, you guys. Berto D is in the house, man. What's up with you, Berto, my G? I hope you are well. Alright, you guys. Here we go. These winds are gangster out here, don't you think? Okay, here's 4 left. Let's toe brake it here. Okay, we actually left our fuel pumps on. That's okay. Check for that fuel pressure. That's good. Kanoe traffic. Number 350 Kilo Tango entering runway 4 left. We will be departing out to the east with a turn out to the south and then west for Kanoe traffic. Alright, y'all. Let's get those landing lights on. Strobes on. And carb heat and props can come all the way up. Alright, see them strobes doing their thing, man. Alright, final checks here, guys. Transponder is on. Flaps are set to take off. Carb heat, props are up. Throttles are currently in the idle position. And the fuel pumps are all on. Landing lights are on. Oh, wait a minute. I lied, guys. Okay, here's the trim tab right here. Perfect. Okay, no, that's flaps. I lied to you. I got excited. That's our flap tab. Let's see. Pitch trim. There we go. It's right here, actually. There we go. I forgot I had found that gauge before. So you just kind of zero it out is the best thing you can do, man. Okay, the trim tabs are all good to go. And let's get the timer started for the next flight. See, there's the chronometer. Let's do, let's see, select. Okay, there we go. And here goes. I like to use this timer, though, so let's go ahead and start that. Here we go. Rotation speed, once again, is about 65. Let's make sure all temps, pressures, RPMs, takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. 40 knots. 50 knots. 65 and rotate. Coming off in a little bit of a crab. There we go. Gears coming up. Fly runway heading, or at least try. Yaw dampers on. Flaps are up. And pulling the props back, if you will. Try to stay on this runway heading as much as possible. Kanoe traffic, number 350 Kilo Tango is clear, runway 4 left, out to the east. These winds are crazy, man. Spawning is in the house. What's good with you, Spawning? What is good with you, Spawning? Okay, guys. Let's see what these clouds are doing. All right. Okay, let's come left a little bit. Nice! Berto says he's hanging out, just chilling, man. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, guys, we're about to probably use autopilot on this one as we navigate. Okay, let's get... Woo! Look at that. Okay, yaw dampers on. Let's get on the flight directors before we activate the servos. Okay, autopilot is on now, guys. So we'll see, we'll observe now how the autopilot on this thing works. Let's come now and make a heading of 225. Coming right, 225. Speed is looking good. We're still in that climb, going up about to 3,500. Honestly, I don't know if we're going to go up to 3,500. We're VFR traffic, so let us nose down a little bit. Yeah, I think we should probably stop here. We'll stop right at 2,700 feet. Just because there's some clouds right there. Remember, we want to stay VFR. Okay, let's pull the props back a little bit here. There we go. We can throw in some more power now. Alright, y'all, we rolling. It's a little hazy, so we're right in that cloud layer there. And we're just going to go right up the coast. That's what we're going to do. We're going to leave landing lights on. Flaps are up. Gear is up. We get a little whoa here. Start our turn. Okay, so we're pretty good visual right here. We're just at the cusp where we don't want to go any higher, guys. 5 minutes up in the air. I'm good, G. We need to play ATS and do a combi run. Yes! Hey, man, funny you said that, Spawn, and I was kind of looking at that today, man. As I was switching out controllers to get into this controller here, I was like, man, I ain't done ATS in a hot minute. I hope my ATS peeps don't think I'm, you know, not being a faithful ATSer. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Let's come down here, and I don't like this inset all cluttered up, so we're going to come here and just declutter it. There we go. That should be fine. Traffic, terrain. Yeah, we'll just do the topographic there. Clock is on. Transponder's on. Man, we are good to go, man. Alright, y'all, so we are definitely headed to Dillingham Field. Let's see what the name of that field is so I can call it out correctly, man, since we're just doing some basic flying. Dillingham Airfield. Dillingham. You guys remind me that. If I forget, let me know. And let's check the METAR there. Dillingham, the pressure is 3009. Winds are gusting 17, of course. Lucky us. But the low winds are at 7 knots, so hopefully it's a little better. So we're gonna stay 2700 because we're not gonna go over the land at all. We're just gonna skim the coast, man, and see what we can see on this awesome flight here. Let's bring the prop a little bit so we can throw in a little more power. Like I said, she flies Cessna speed, so this is about the max that she's willing to do here. Is about 141 indicated. Comes out to about, I believe, like 172 or 73 miles, 70 per hour or something like that. All right, let's go check the first officer side out. Okay, so we're going to skim the coast here. So let's come right about 5 degrees. And as we travel north, let's, there shouldn't be any other airfields here of interest here. But we'll just kind of keep an eye out and see what's down there, y'all. Just making slight adjustments. I don't know if you guys can tell, I have a Xbox controller zip stripped to my seat, and that's actually, it's right here. That's actually why I have a bunch of stuff set up. I got like the heading bug, parking brake, landing gear for this one, yaw damper, if it had, you know, any type of spoil. Oh, it's raining. We got a little bit of precipitation, so the runway will be wet, so we have to plan for that. Any other time I fly Hawaii, it's all beautiful and blue. Today it wants to rain. But as long as it's visual flight rules here, we're good. Let's pan this out a little bit. Kind of see what we're working with here. And according to this, we've got about 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go there. 11.2 nautical miles. Okay, looks like it was just a little light shower there. That's a pretty beautiful coastline there. James Johnson earlier is saying, hey, what I eat today, man? He said he had a Chinese buffet. Yo comí pollo. Mi familia está aquí por la graduation de mi sobrino. Comimos pollo y banana pudding que hizo mi hermano. So you guys can see it's just enough haze right there. Just enough haze. Still a very beautiful flight. Just enough haze down there. Just enough clear as well. Obviously where we're landing, let's take a look, man. And we can get rid of this one now and come right here. Let's see, we can go back. Actually, we can get rid of that too. This next field that we're going to, what I say is PHDH, right? Yeah, Dillingham. You guys see that? No charts. So this is going to be a straight up gangster arrival. I don't even know how long the runway is. But, I mean, can't get any slower than this plane, so we should be fine. No charts here. And that's the type of flying we're doing today, y'all. Absolutely gorgeous scenery here, though. Alright. A little bit further to go up to the north. And as soon as we get to the tip, we will take a right turn. Let's descend down about 500 feet. Let's see if it tells us the elevation of that field. Okay. Okay, that ain't it. That is not it, man. PHDH. Yeah, there's nothing. So it should be just around this bend. Just come right a little bit. Visibility has improved vastly since we dropped that altitude as we do our VFR flying here. And if you guys have done any VFR flying, this is how it goes in real life. You know, you get in the plane. Of course, you already get your weather reports if you're flying VFR. For each station you go into in between, the wind's aloft. Of course, you never plan for any type of precipitation, of course, to just pop up on you, but sometimes it does. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start our descent down to 1,800 feet. We're doing it at about 400 feet per minute. So far, 13 minutes into the flying time. The goal is not to make a pattern, but that's only if I get a good visual of the runway. Let's make our altitude 1,500 feet. Just about to come around, and it could be a little higher than anticipated, but I'm just doing the standard 1,500 feet above just to be on the safe side. Pull power back a little bit. We kept those fuel pumps on, did we not? Yes, we did. Strobes and landing lights are on just because of our altitude. And let's start making our right turn here, guys. See if we can't get a visual, mates. Okay, I do have a visual of the runway. My aircraft. Okay, now look, I'm doing it again. Car Pete is up. And let's reduce our speed now. I do have a good visual of the runway there. And the winds more than likely are out of the east with the rest of the island. And we are definitely turning east. Gear's coming down. Man, when the gear comes down, this thing tanks down. You gotta really give it some trim there. Dillingham traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango is the Tecnam Papa 2006 Tango. We have turned to final for the eastern runway, expecting full stop for Dillingham traffic. Alright, approach flaps. Car Pete is up. We're all trimmed out here. We do have a good visual of the field. Approach speed is a little low. Let's put it up. Okay, landing gear is down 3 green. Approach flaps are selected and indicated. Let's pick up that approach speed there. And the fuel pumps are on. We never turned them off. We do have a good visual of the runway. We will be exiting stage right. Also, too, just to note, this aircraft is very sensitive to your power input like most small, light general aviation aircraft. So your ascent and descent are controlled not only by pitch, elevator control, pitch trim, as well as your power that you put in. Because as soon as I throw on more power, that nose will come right on up without me doing anything. And just add a little bit of pitch trim and you can cancel it. A little bit of a crab coming here. Square up the heading. You can definitely tell these winds are gusting. Woo! All right, we're gonna go around. Let's go around. Dillingham traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango is going around runway 8. We'll make left traffic. She just got too unstable there, y'all. Yeah, it's those gusty winds, man. Retrimmer. Landing gears coming up. Flaps up. Okay, gears up, flaps up. So it's not much relaxing. Alright, let's keep a little climb here. Try it again, y'all. Let's go left crosswind. And Dillingham traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango is turning left crosswind, close traffic. We'll be attempting another landing, runway 8 for Dillingham traffic. Alright, y'all. Let's try this again. Dillingham traffic, number 350 Kilo Tango, now turning left downwind, runway 08. We'll call left base and left final. Dillingham traffic. Alright, right before we turn left base, we'll get the gear back down. Keep our altitude right here, about 1,000. Alright. Okay, roger that. Thank you, Aviation Geek. I sure did. As soon as we land, I'll go in and change it. Okay, let's go flaps down first. Gears coming down. Okay, flaps are selected and indicating. And gears down, 3 green. Dillingham traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango, turning left base, runway 08. Traffic number 350 Kilo Tango, now turning left to final runway 08, expected full stop. Okay, fuel pumps on, props carb all the way to max. Look how much it's bumping around. I'm barely moving the, like, woo! Man. I don't recommend you guys training. This is where you guys should train for this aircraft. You guys should train somewhere where there isn't much wind before you come here. Okay, approaches are looking a little more stable so far. Hopefully I'm not speaking too soon. Pull that power back a little bit. I want to make my approach about 85 knots. Alright, woo! My hands are over here sweating. Negative 286 in them winds, not bad. Not center line, but man, those winds were getting it, brother. Let's dump the flaps. Carb and props down. So at least it wasn't hard, it was acceptable. Ooh, we'll have to go back and watch that replay, man. That was gangster. Like, can I please get some type of runway with no gusting winds? Alright. My pucker meter was maxed out on that landing. You ain't lying. It was a tough one, man. That wind was just killing me. There's not even really a METAR or any information about this field, so this was all visual. Dillingham traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango is now exiting runway 08. taxiing on the ramp. Dillingham traffic. Alright. So we'll do a couple of replays on that one. And this is the fun about flying general aviation aircraft, is the fact that, you know, you can literally go into all of these smaller fields that you normally wouldn't go into. Alright. Get those fuel pumps off. Fuel pumps are off. Carb heat is down, as well as props. Carb heat we can actually bring all the way down for the most part. Carb heat is down. Roger that, Aviation Geek. It says, at least I say between negative 300. Yeah, I mean, this plane is only 4-passenger plane. It's very light, so those winds just really throw you around pretty drastically. I mean, the approach was looking good before we were over the numbers, but man, as soon as you get low, those winds, and then you got that mountain right off there to the left right there, which is actually to the south of us as we back taxi west. Man, that mountain must be throwing in some other winds in there, so we're gonna, I mean, it was just hard going. And the best thing for a smooth taxi on this is a little bit of differential brakes. Like I'm differential braking right now. I'm keep tapping the left differential brake just to keep it centered. If you do rudder, it tends to be a little bit too much input. So now for a nice smooth taxi, see that I'm just doing left differential brake, toe brake. Just come off over to the left. Got a few GA planes over there. Frank White says low and slow. That's my model. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's really not the static, you know, the static wind that gets you. It's the gust that kind of gets you, because this thing is so light. Any little gust, it'll mess your approach profile up because you're getting more lift drastically quicker right over the wings, and then all of a sudden that lift is gone. Then you got to try to compensate with your power, and it gets a little interesting, man. Even though they want us to park facing the south, that's alright. We're going to park facing this way for now. We won't shut down. We'll just get into another replay here. Alright, y'all. Park and brake is set. How many more legs? Hey, who knows, Aviation Geek? We'll probably get a few more legs in here, my G. We're not giving up just yet. Let's get those flight controls off, man. And let's go ahead and get some jams on here. Let's look and see how we parked. Almost all the way on the line. We can get that landing light off for now, or that taxi light. Let's see, landing lights off, strobes are off. Let's get the taxi light off. There we go. That should have fixed that situation. Alright. Oh, let's stop the clock. That one, we'll call that one about 28 minutes. We forgot to stop it there. Reset. Transponder. Standby. And we'll call that one 28 minutes for the second leg. Alright, y'all. And let's log off of VATSIM. Stream doesn't end until you get at least 5 butters. Well, we better hope these winds calm down. All right, y'all. Let us disconnect, man. I want green light or somebody else to load up. All right, y'all. We have disconnected from VATSIM. Toggle the replay on this last landing, and then we may even go back and watch the go around. This thing is really easy on the frames here, of course. Alright, have you heard from Leo? No, I haven't, unfortunately. I gave him a couple of texts. I haven't heard anything. So look, approach looked pretty good there. You can see we were kind of bouncing around a little bit. Right there, it looked pretty stable. There's where we're getting more lift than we wanted to, trying to fight her down. Roger that. Fighting her down. We're crabbing, we're crabbing. There we go, trying to work on that right rudder. Let's check this touchdown, man. Okay, I was trying to get it right there in the touchdown zone. There's where we picked up a little bit. We were pretty much center line. Boom. So not too entirely bad. I like to see how those mountains look as we're on our way in. Then we'll get going again. We won't keep belaboring the replay. Let's get like a right wing replay. So almost center line with those winds. Not too bad. A little bit more rudder work. So not too bad, guys. Frank White, I picked up the P2006T during the Memorial Day sale along with the CRJ 1000. Hey, that's what's up, Frank. I got both of them too, my G. If you go back on my stream, I do fly the CRJ 1000 quite a bit. And haven't flown it yet. Nice to get this preview of what to expect. Okay, this one, yeah. She's very... And I haven't put any curves on my Logitech Pro Flight. I usually don't put curves on my stuff with X-Plane unless I absolutely have to. Like I said, she's just flies like a, you know, swept wing, you know, or overhead wing aircraft, but just like a Cessna or a Grand Caravan, but super light. Okay, yeah, I'm glad that just happened. Let me go to Nightbot really quick. Get rid of that message, man. Okay. There we go. You shouldn't be getting that message anymore. All right. While that's going on, let's get ready for the next jump here. And okay, that's Dillingham. Oh, there's another let's see, 4,400. We got to stay out of that restricted airspace. Schofield Barracks. So this is the island where I was actually going to be stationed at with the 25th Infantry Division when I was in the Army, Schofield Barracks, but instead, as a sergeant, I called the Department of Army and said I do not want to be on an island, and then that's when I got stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado. Schofield Barracks is the 25th Infantry Division, and they are rapid deployment. I still ended up deploying to combat, but still, who knew? So we are gonna fly a lot of VFR right now. We're gonna try, depending on what the cloud ceiling is, we need to get out of that military operational area. We don't, I mean, technically I could. See, the minimum there's 3,300. There's a little island over here. It is PHNG. It is looks like Moko Manu Island. We have, or is it Coconut Island? Oh yeah, it's Coconut Island. Kanoe Bay. We're gonna go to Marion E. Carl Field. That's what we're gonna do. There's another military area though that we can't fly, so we may have to fly south. We might have to go back and fly south and then head east once we get south of the Schofield Barracks area. And that'll take us right over Pearl Harbor. Let's try doing that. We'll try to kind of plan our course out. And the minimums MSA is about 3,500, 39. Otherwise, we'll have to do an all water route. So we'll see. If we do some more Hawaiian flying, next stream we may jump in the Dash 8 and do some island hopping versus just doing. I mean, technically we're doing island hopping here now that we're going to go to the Coconut Island. That field though also looks like it's the MCAS, so that's a Marine Corps air station. But we're just gonna assume that we got clearance to go in there. Supplements for Class D airspace. PHNG, okay. Thank you, Aviation Geek. Really appreciate you, my G. And if you guys are wondering what I'm looking at, I'm just taking a look at Sky Vector here. Get a little water. Refresh ourselves here before we get going on the next journey. Alright, so let us try to go to this Coconut Island. Okay, replay mode is stopped. Be right back. Gonna hop in the hot tub. Okay. Get in that hot tub, Aviation Geek, man. Soil your old bones, man. Soil your old bones. Soak them. Alright, y'all. Let's connect back to... It'd be nice if we had some type of flight following or something here. Okay, we're back on the VATSIM network. Before we forget to do it, let's go ahead and go back to our altitude there for VFR traffic. Alright, so this is where we're going to use the pan feature again. So first, let's try to range this out. Okay, so this is where we want to go. Papa Hotel November Golf. See this area here? This is absolutely where we cannot land. My ancient bones are popping. You ain't never lie. You know, we could just fly up and around, y'all. So let's just do that. Then we ain't got to worry. But I was really hoping to go over Pearl Harbor and check that out. Let's fly south and let's cross right between here, between these airspaces, south of the military operational area that we cannot go in, and we'll try to go right over Pearl Harbor. This is actually blocked off too. Let me look at the chart. Okay, it says for reasons of national security, pilots are requested to avoid flight below 5,000. That's for the military base, so technically we could be at 5,000 and not violate anything. So yeah, let's go over. I want to go over Pearl Harbor and see what it looks like here. See how they did it in here. And even if we break a few rules, I don't care. We want to see Pearl Harbor on our way to the Coconut Island, man. So that's what we'll do. And Coconut Island, once again, is Papa Hotel November Golf. Okay, so let's go here. Flight plan. And oops. I don't know what just happened. Hotel November Golf. The Marine Corps, whatever, but we're going there anyway, y'all. Wanna know why? Because there's no one to tell us no. And then this one, we can just do menu. And we can delete that. Let's see. Boom. Here, I'll tell you what. There we go. We'll just do it that way. Bye, y'all. So 25 miles. What we'll do is we'll fly. Oh, and it's got us going direct from there, which is cool. Which that'll kind of bring us right over Pearl Harbor, so let's do this. Let's go flight plan. And right above this one, we're going to put where we're at now, which was Papa Hotel. I believe it was Delta Hotel. Yeah, right there. Papa Delta Hotel PHJR to PHNG. There we go. And that looks like that'll get us for reference point. So now we want to go direct here. There we go. Now we got our line there and line there, and that should bring us right where we need to be. Of course, we'll fly the coast offset, but then we'll, you know, get ourselves over there and come back straight there. There's no need to fly all the way up and not see much just to come back around, because I want to see that Pearl Harbor. I've never done it in this simulator, so there we go. Let's check our fuel. Alright, fuel should be good. If not, we can land somewhere and get some fuel, man. But let's let's get this in. Let's go with the taxi light on, y'all. And let's get up out of here. Let me get some flight controls on for you guys. Just because I'm a nice dude. Super nice guy. Alright. And of course we can stop the música and get some flight controls on. And let us also see if we can get the METAR. Okay, at least we got that. Winds are, oh my goodness, 080, 11, gusting 18. Island flying is fun, man, but not when you got all this madness in here. Let's check the METAR for here again. Pa Hotel, Delta Hotel. Not really looking forward to these gusted winds. Alright, cool. We'll take runway 8 and do the best we can. Coffee's in the house, man. What's good with you, Coffee, man? Thanks for showing up. My G as usual. Hope you're doing well, Coffee. Alright, timer is currently off. Transponders on. Let's set flaps to takeoff. Okay, flaps are set to take off, and there's no way we're doing any full flaps landing today with the wind. Taxi light is on, and fuel looks good until we get to our next destination, of course. Then we might have to throw some fuel in there. If we're looking too low on fuel, we'll have to stop at the other airport, the Honolulu, however you say it, and do it that way. Okay, guys. Parking brake is off. Let's check trims. And trims look pretty good. And let's see, can we taxi right over here? There is no charts over here. I believe we can enter the runway right there. Honolulu traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango is on the South GA ramp. We'll be taxiing west on the taxiway for departure on runway 08 with the turn to the west to follow the coast of the island to the south for Dillingham traffic. Taxi light is on, strobes are off, we're good to go, and we'll get our fuel pumps on the base of the runway. Alright, y'all. Landing lights, strobes, fuel pumps, finals clear. Dillingham traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango, now entering runway 8 for immediate departure with the left crosswind turn, departing the pattern for Dillingham traffic. Alright, y'all, you guys know what we got to do. Flaps are set, car repeats up, props are up, everything looks good. Okay, let's check all engine parameters here as we power up. Everything's in the green, toe brakes are held, all pressures look good. Everything 100% in the green. And of course, let's start the clock. Okay, clock is started. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive, 30 knots. Ooh, a lot of right rudder, y'all. 50 knots. 60 knots. And we are at our rotation speed. Gears up. Yaw dampers back on. Flaps up. See how bound? Woo, she's everywhere. Dillingham traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango is clear of runway 8. Currently out to the east on runway heading. We'll be turning left crosswind in 5 seconds here. Alright. Left crosswind. Pull those props back a little bit. Okay, let's pitch down a little bit. Yeah, a little too late to get that AWAS there. Plus, it's not even really on frequency. I've been using the checking the weather on the flight aware if it doesn't show up here. Let's go a little bit further out than the pattern. Just do some roll trim a little bit. Man, she is. You guys see that? Not even touch anything. She's just all over the place with these winds. Okay guys, safe to say we can turn our fuel pumps off right now. Gear is up, confirmed. Flaps are up. Go ahead and make our left turn now. And we are above pattern altitude now at 2,000 feet. We'll get autopilot back on here in a second once we get stable. I think we're going to stay right here about 2,500 feet. Ooh, let me trim down. Just trying to square up that heading and multitask. There we go. Okay, let's still trim down until we get the autopilot on. Follow this heading here. As we start to work our way to the south, it looks like the clouds are a little bit more of an issue. That's why we're just going to fly the coast until we get over, until we're going to make our left turn east towards Pearl Harbor. Still hand flying this bad boy. A little bit of a descent. Pretty beautiful scenery there though. Oh, there goes that rain again. Cloud ceiling looks like it's doing a little better this go around. Let's get down to about 28 though. Slow down a little bit. Okay, autopilot is engaged. It's going to come down to about 28. Oh, what is she doing here? Okay, let's get autopilot back off. I don't know what happened there. Put autopilot on and she just took a nosedive. She didn't like that. Good thing we caught that. Ooh, we dropped some feet there. Passengers, yeah, put the autopilot on. We were doing good and she just decided to nosedive there. Increase throttle or add carb to prevent icing. Okay, we got the throttle up and the carb is up, so that's definitely a error there. Okay, let's pick up some altitude now. Okay, now what I did is, just to make sure it doesn't happen again, I went and messed with the autopilot features. And look at that wind kicking us around. Let's pull some power in there. Crosswinds are crazy. Let's add some power here. Got a little slow. Alright, we got the autopilot on there this time. And yeah, just be aware, guys, if you don't have the vertical speed and that's selected, even though we were just a little above, normally the aircraft will pitch down and catch it, but she went haywire, so don't do that. Okay, we'll continue to have our landing lights on, of course. And let's see what these engines are doing. Boom, 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 boom. Bring that back, throw some more power in there. Trade-off. Okay, we're fully maxed out on the power there, so that's good. And we're climbing out. Back up to 2,800 feet. There we go. He said, keep that C-172 straight, you silly green. That is what's up, man. Ooh, yeah. I'm not looking forward to how gangster this is going to be. Ain't no C-172 here. He's just saying that because it basically flies like a Cessna 172. Alright, we are doing good here, man. Oh, yep, HD's doing that first look at the Magnite 787. And like I told you guys, I downloaded that today. If you owned it in X-Plane 11, and I think if you, you know, bought it within the last however long, you get a free update. I don't know if it's for everybody, but I got my free updated Magnite 787 today. That'll be on the next flight. Frank White says Hawaii is gorgeous anyway, having some speed issues with the internet cause buffering every few seconds. Catch you guys later. Alright, Frank, man, appreciate you. Hope you have a good one. Hope that internet gets better. Thanks for riding along, man. And if you catch us again, Frank, let's do some GA flying together, my G. Put a comment in there so I can connect with you, and I'll give you my Discord. Sounds like you know what you're doing with this GA joint. Have a good one, brother. Okay, let's check the health report of our aircraft here. We are at 2,800 feet on course. And we're almost to where we want to be. Here in a second, we'll make a left-hand turn. Should be a nice little opening right past this mountain. He said Rotax equals lawnmower motor, right? But I'd rather have these 2 engines flying over water versus 1 engine. Or a single engine, if you will. Alright. We should be able to come left here shortly. And go right over Pearl Harbor. Let's start doing our eastern turn now. Right around this little mountain, man. If we gotta climb, we will. But look, here's this cloud right here we gotta watch out for. Okay, so this should be Pearl Harbor right here. We might be able to snake through these mountains right over here, so we'll get pretty close. Let's fly over Pearl Harbor really quick, guys. Flying over Pearl Harbor, y'all. So the way I see it, we can catch our direct to the next field, which might I add, let's see if we can bring up any type of information. Might not have any charts, but it's worth a try. Okay, there we go. We're going to take runway 4, exit right. 42, elevation is 12. Alright, y'all, we're going right over Pearl Harbor up in this piece. Dre, I don't know about flying over water and that. It will take 172 in that case. I was just trying to give it some type of credence there, Green. Some type of credence. So here in a second, we'll just try to catch this line. Fly right over Pearl Harbor. We're going to have to climb up, though. Start nosing up a little bit so we can. I just added about 1,000. I'm gonna try to snake right through here, y'all. See how we do at 3,500 feet. I think we'll be good. I don't see any ships out there, man. Oh, they must all be over here. Here's Honolulu. Airport. Trying to catch a glimpse down there. So yeah, we're gonna snake through like right here and then come around. Where I promise, look at that Rotex online and see how small it is. It doesn't inspire confidence. Well, you can look right here, man. It's a little bitty thing. Open up this cowling, it probably even hurts your feelings even more. I think we're good to clear the mountains right here, y'all. He said, but you're making it look good. I appreciate you, Green. Appreciate you, man. Okay, meet our last time. 08011 gusting 18. Whew. It is what it is. Okay, see, this is what I don't like, man. Okay, let's drop down. About 200 feet here. I see the clearing right here. I got it dropping down very slowly. See that? Very slowly. Beautiful scenery like always, baby. Hey, I love you, baby. We're passing over Pearl Harbor, baby. So, that extra honeymoon that we didn't take, here we go. It's pretty beautiful scenery down there. You're right, baby. ¿Qué es que no te gusta Microsoft, papá? Las vistas son muy pero buenas y que tenemos PMDG Indy Bills haciendo buenos aviones. Solo es que soy curioso nada más, papá. It's the flight physics, James, man. The flight physics. And I just love the way X-Plane operates, to be honest with you. That's the truth, man. I flew Microsoft Flight Simulator. I just did not like the way the planes felt there. They don't feel real. And if you've flown a real airplane in real life, then you know what I'm talking about. I cannot compromise flight physics, all pure for beauty. And I was looking at some of the, you know, I got a 3080 i9, 32 gigabytes of RAM. I was looking at the stuff. It just didn't look as beautiful as I thought it would look. Appreciate you, Green. Green says you got that ortho banging. Yes, sir. And the thing I like about X-Plane, you don't need to be streaming any ortho. If you really want to natively just put it on there, you can. As such. Let's drop. Let's see what another 200 feet will do. We're going to fly right through here. We got below the cloud ceiling, so this is definitely some good VFR flying. And then we'll start making our best situation. Once we get here, we can probably even go down to 3,000. And there's the runway right there. Alright, y'all. My aircraft. Aviation Geek say he's taking his girl plane spotting tomorrow. Alright, let's go ahead and descend down. And Kanoe Bay traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango, is going to be right base for Eastern Runway full stop landing. Alright, power's coming back. Fuel pumps are coming on. Landing lights, strobes are still on. I believe we'll be able to make straight in. Let's pull that power back. props and car peak to full. And we're basically right base. Flaps coming down. There goes that message again. That's just we got the car peak all the way up. And Kanoe Bay traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango, turn in right to final for Eastern Runway for Kanoe traffic. Alright, y'all. Gears coming down. Trimming it up. Throw that power in. Keep the approach a little bit faster this time. And just trim it. Keep that power in. Okay, we just hit a little wind gust. Alright, gears down, 3 confirm. Takeoff flaps are set. Gonna exit stage right. Okay, we got 2 white, 2 red. Alright. Dump the flaps. Woo! Got to work that speed, baby. Alright. Could do a little back taxi there. I don't want to slam the brakes. See if we can look at our... Okay, we got Delta coming up. Let's roll it out. Car peak props are coming back. Fuel off. That was a little better. So 2 butters, 1 acceptable, guys. No hard landings yet with that wind. We'll do a replay on that. See, is this Delta? Yeah. Kanoe Bay traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango, clear of runway 04 on Delta. Will be back taxiing to the west on the taxiway for Kanoe Bay traffic. Okay, guys, where's my mouse at? Landing lights, strobes, off, flaps are up, fuel pumps are off. Welcome to Kanoe Bay, y'all. Aviation Geek says, good lord, he called it butter. Gracias, James. Thank you, everybody, man. That's 2 butters for the day. Aviation Geek said 5 butter. I don't know if we'll make 5 butters. We may do 1 more leg here. I don't know if I want to go back to Honolulu. Let's see where we'll go. Maybe we will go back to Honolulu. We'll see. Thank you, Aviation Geek. We'll go back and run the replay, though, and see what's cracking. Thank you, Green. He said I'll bring my bread over for the butter. Hey, Green, first butter was -27. The first landing we did was like -27. I don't even think they got a ramp here. Let's just pull over here. I don't see any facilities here. Let's see where we're at on the map here. Okay, they're supposed to be off to the left, but there's nothing here, so we'll just come over here and assume they're here. He said, I'll bring my grits over. They need some butter. You guys are silly, dude. That's what's up, man. You guys cannot believe it's not butter on the Dre Sanchez YouTube channel. So next stream we might do the Magnite 787. We'll still be in Hawaii, but we'll just keep this going. But we may jump back into the domestic United States so I can run that 787 because I need to run it with some ATC. That's how I give them the full test. I'll just have you guys. I mean, I've flown the 787 before, so I know how to do it. I just want to see what updates they've made for X-Plane 12, but I'm excited. I downloaded it today. Got my United livery in there. Hopefully it shows up good, because some of the textures on the Delta livery that I downloaded were kind of garbage. So he said I didn't spill my yak. All right, let's just turn back around here. Alright, parking brake is set. Taxi light is off. And stop the clock. Alright, 29 minutes from takeoff to the taxi up here to the ramp. So we will calculate that, as well as we can get our TCAS to standby. So 29 minutes and 8 seconds. Okay. Doing good there, y'all. So let's do the replay, and then we'll do 1 more leg for sure. Get that off. I'm gonna get me out of the camera this time too while we do the replay. Remind me to put myself back on camera though, okay? And let's get some tunes going for the replay. And we gotta log off VATSIM network, or else it'll just kick us off anyway. And oops. Oh wait, we're not even in the replay yet. Look at me. Let's get into the replay. There we go. All right. Man, look at the size of that mountain compared to this pipsqueak plane. Maybe tomorrow, James. James is asking, when am I going to do commercial flight again? In that Magnite 787, then we'll come back to Hawaii. I'll either do the King Air or do some Dash 8. We'll fly for Moku Airlines, which is no longer an airline, but they did run the Dash 8 back in the day, so we'll just come with the classic whatever. Or we might do the King Air, so we can do some island hopping versus flying this slow plane around one island. Ooh, there's where we got a little bit more lift. Looking for that butter. Working it down. We're going to nose up pretty good. Make sure those back wheels touch first. There we go. Beautiful. There we go, y'all. Pretty much we haven't landed perfectly center line, but guys, with the winds being the way that they have been, I'm pretty happy the way our landings have been going. Close enough to center line. He says I land like a kangaroo and in for life. My man said he'd be doing some bouncing. Whew, there we go. Just trying to calm her down, settle her down. There goes that wind. Bam! Nice. Guys, check the METARs for all these places. Everywhere is gusting, and we're bringing this light thing in. Imagine how we could land it with no gusty wind. Just one stable approach with no gust towards the end as we get down. There goes that windsock. Accurate to the wind direction, y'all. So, like I said, so far X-Plane, yeah, that's the plan, Aviation Geek. That is the plan, my G. That's where we're picking up a little bit. There we go. Kind of calm her down and keep that speed right where she needed to be. And back wheels first. Boom, then dropped it down. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. Rolled her out like a G. Yeah, you know, I've been to the last two, Aviation Geek. I definitely think, you know, post-COVID and everything, this is definitely a good one, you know, to try to make. But you know, if not, hopefully, God willing, in the future, there's absolutely going to be more opportunities for you to go. You know, life happens first. Let's see, do we want the behind the wing? I think we see more this way. Let's check it out here. And I'm just going to plan for the last little route here. I got to check our fuel supply, of course. And if we got enough fuel, guys, I guess we'll just go right back to Honolulu. We pretty much did all of the airfields. What do you guys think? Should we go to Honolulu or should we break the law and land right at Wheeler Air Force Base? I'm thinking we should land... let's see, Pearl Harbor. No, they don't have one. And maybe we'll just go right back to Honolulu. Aviation Geek says they make Flight Sim Expo during our busy months at work during traffic control. Yeah, roger that. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, only $90 for the whole weekend plus your hotel room and flight. I mean, it's really not bad. I mean, I think they, you know, the only thing is I don't see some of the developers and you know, product gurus that I would like to see. You know, just like I'd like to see like pilots there. I'd like to see a few different developers there that aren't there. But I get it. You know, for them it doesn't. You know, if you develop something good enough, you don't always have to be there. F a flight, I will drive. Roger that. Roger that. Well, that's what you do anyway, Aviation Geek. So that's because you're a professional, man, that you will drive. Let me check. Oh, sky vectage out here. So if we gassed up and we really wanted to be gangsta, we could do one more flight over the water. Actually looking for an airport. So let's see, we got PHMK, which is Molokai. PHMK. Let's look and see what that weather's doing. PHMK. Weather. Jeez. Broken at 39, broken at 4,800. Wind speed is 12 knots, gusting 21. I don't think there's anywhere in Hawaii that's not gusting, man. Let me see what's gusting worse, here or Honolulu. Let me check. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get me back on camera. Just talking to my spouse. One of my beautiful children poor baby's got a little fever. Let's see how we're doing on fuel. Oh, we got plenty of fuel to make it back. I think we're just going to go back to Honolulu and then call it, y'all. So let's get out of the replay and let us stop la música. There we go. And let's bring it back to the live place we went to. ¿Cuál es más rápido manejando, volando por FS Expo? Es más caro, pero tienes que rentar el carro después de aterrizar, entonces no sé cuál es mejor. Es mejor para volar para mí. Yo vivo en California y la de esa está en esta Houston, pero no tenemos que alquilar un carro porque tienen autobuses que nos van a llevar. So yeah, he's just saying what's cheaper to fly or drive. I think for me it would be to fly, because according to the Flight Sim Expo stuff, there's good transportation that we don't have to pay for in terms of the buses and everything. So either way, with the gas prices, man, it's probably, you know, darn if you do, darn if you don't, especially when you're looking at your time. Alright y'all, let's look at the altimeter here. Let's go ahead and log back on the network. And let's get this current altimeter. HNG. Alright. 08, 11 gusting 18 of course. 27 is the temperature, 3006. And that's pretty much all we need to know. Let's go back to .0714. Well, at least in Honolulu it's not gusting for the time being, and altimeter is 3007. So let's reset. Yeah, our Uber, that's right. And let's go flight plan. Let us we'll clear this out. We'll also clear this out. Man, it ain't making any flight plan now. We might be, what's going on here? Like, this thing just literally... Let's go menu. Stop working on us. Let's make sure all of our... Yeah, it just literally went blank. But it's just here, so we might be able to just navigate visually. See? It looks like it is time for the last... Yeah, nothing's working. We don't even have any engine gauges to monitor here, so something went bad. So now we got to use these. Fuel pressure. So we can still use these. RPMs. Okay, yeah, we can still use these guys. So, alright, we truly are visual now. You guys see there's a malfunction junction here on the aircraft, so we're not going to have anything. We'll take off to the east and turn to the right, and hopefully we'll see the airport. We do have this little inset here that may work for us. Let's see. Alright, we could just use this inset right here. And this right here is what we'll do. Alright, and it looks like we need to bring the plane back anyway for some maintenance. Alright, on altitude. Let's see where we're at on this field. Right here. We can just taxi forward, Alpha Foxtrot. So taxi forward, left on Alpha, right on Foxtrot. Taxi light on. Let's get flaps to take off. Let's check those trims. Okay, trims are basically where they need to be. So left, then right. So we got to kind of veer here and then left, then right. keep getting the name of this joint. Since we were just flying everywhere today. Kanoe Bay traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango is on the east side of the field. We'll be taxiing to runway 04 for departure out to the north with a turn to the south via Tango Alpha Foxtrot or Kanoe Bay traffic. Let's see what runway heading is, by the way. 42. Okay, 42. Alright, and yep, here's our southern turn. Alright, let's do it, y'all. Flaps are set, trims are set. One more landing to go. Hope you guys enjoyed this flying from field to field. I kind of enjoyed it. Something different. Should be able to pick up Alpha over here. Okay, yeah, we'll do left at Alpha and right on Foxtrot. Todo es caro ahora, James. Todo. James is just saying all the stuff you got to pay for going to the flights at Mexico. Everything is expensive. So we're going to be looking for Foxtrot now, guys. That's silly, Aviation Geek. Kanoe Bay traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango, now entering runway 04 on Foxtrot for departure out to the northeast with a turn to the southwest for Kanoe Bay traffic. Alright, y'all. Fuel pumps. Pressures look good there. Clock has started. Toe brakes. Power up. Props and carbs all the way up. Everything is in the green. Monitoring all this over here now, guys, so we're looking good. And brakes release. Airspeed is alive. 50 knots. 62 knots. And rotate. Gears up. Yaw dampers on. Flaps getting dumped. Kanoe Bay traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango has departed runway 04, flying runway heading out to the north. We'll be turning to a heading of 130 Kanoe Bay traffic. Okay, flaps are up. Gear is up. Fuel pumps off. I dare you to do that, Aviation Geek. That'd be some funny stuff, man. Make sure I'm flying so I can hear you. So I can hear you getting yelled at. Beautiful. Oh, look at that runway down there. How you landing right there? You guys see that? How you gonna land right there? That runway 36 looking gangster. Cockpit starts loving this scenery except that runway. That runway, I don't know who put that runway together. I don't even think that field is listed on there, man. Alright, autopilot's engaged. We're gonna go right up to about 2,400 feet. Okay. Honolulu right there. So we'll get ready to make our right turn here shortly. Honolulu's right over here. Yeah. Trump took his 757 in that runway and broke it. You got that right. See, Papa, I got to get more training. If you the last X-Plane stream, I did fly the A340. I flew it for like 5 hours and 20 minutes. I just flew it. I just flew it, Papa. Check out the my stream history. I literally just flew it. Didn't have the greatest landing, but it was like -350. And it was a long landing, but we didn't run off the runway, so yeah, I just flew it. Apenas. Okay, so we're going to be looking for runway 4. We're currently heading west, so we're almost like downwind runway 4. We'll do 4 right. And after this, y'all, we will call it. Right, yeah. It was a nice long. It was a long stream. 6 hour and something stream with all that flying, man. See how everything is going over here. Everything is in the green. Fuel pressure is looking good. Yeah, 6 hours and it was longer. It was longer than me. That's right, Mr. Talman. So we did lose some of our avionics here, but it doesn't faze us. Work will screw you every time. That's right. Yeah, you know, work happened. That's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, guys, just absolutely gorgeous scenery here. It looks like this is the airport over here. Oh man, we had good scenery. Have to leave it up to the clouds, man. Let's go ahead and descend down a little bit. Alright, we got a little bit of a descent here. Still in the clouds. These clouds just came out of nowhere, y'all. Alright. Get out of the clouds. Made us miss the beautiful scenery there, man. Right? Terrain. Pull up. Okay, there is the airport over there, man. Alright, so let's get back to it. we're going to want the runway 4, so we can only assume that we're pretty much downwind of them, and we're going to come in about this angle here. You can kind of use your compass rose to turn, so it's almost like they come back this way to the north. Here's 4 right here. Honolulu traffic, 350 Kilo Tango is at 1700 downwind, runway 4 right, turning right base now for full stop, runway 04 right, Honolulu traffic. Alright, you guys. Autopilot's off. Approach flaps. Fuel pumps. Gears coming down. Flaps are selected. Takeoff. Honolulu traffic, 350 Kilo Tango, now turning right to final for runway 4, expecting full stop. Got touchdown in 5 minutes, Honolulu traffic. Okay guys, landing lights are on, props and car peat is to the full, and fuel pumps are on, guys. Get that flight director off. Sometimes it can be a little bit misleading there, so you want to, pilots need the least distraction as possible, man. Okay, flaps are set to approach or takeoff. I think that was a little bit of overcorrection on my part. Start trimming up. Okay, 3 white, 1 red. Just a little high. Two white, 2 red. We're doing good. Alright, negative 139. Dump the flaps. Car peat and props. Toe brake. Good, but late flare. Negative 139. Hey, that's what it is. Honolulu traffic, November 350 Kilo Tango, now exiting runway 04 right on Delta. Late flare, better than no flare, you ain't lying. Well, it was like if I would have pulled up again, she would have probably got too much, she definitely would have got too much lift, and then we would have done that thing where we were kind of bouncing up and down. But look at the size of that MD-11 compared to us. That thing can swallow us whole. And let's go back to the cargo ramp where we started this whole journey out, guys. Welcome back to Honolulu. Next time we'll definitely, like I said, do the King Air or the Dash 8 and hop from island to island. I'll still try to pick some interesting airports where those things can land at. They can pretty much land anywhere on these islands. But I do like flying this little thing. Hopefully I get to fly it where there's no drastic wind gusts. This approach wasn't so bad. As you guys see, it was a little bit more stable just simply because there was nothing gusting it. But it was 14 knots. Thank you. Aviation Geek says, awesome stream and awesome landings. Well, I appreciate you, man. I don't know who paid you to say that, my G, but they paid good. Look, it must have rained here a little bit. It's wet runway, or wet on the taxiways there. So basically, we went around the whole island. We landed a little bit out there to the west. We landed north of the island. Then we came back, flew across the island. I feel like I really noticed, man. James Johnson is paying me. That's right. That's why he was at work. That's why he missed my long haul. He was busy getting the money so he could pay you. Oh, makes sense. So, welcome back to Honolulu again. Oh, they got a lot of pipers out here. See how we park, man? Alright, y'all. And we did all that flying on one tank of gas. Not that you guys can see it. Okay. Fuel pumps can come off. You can actually hear them. I don't know if you guys could make the distinctive sound, but they do. Alright, car repeat is coming down. Props are coming all the way down here. And it is time to shut her down. Alright, so in the shutdown process, before we do that, let's stop. 21. Each flight was about 21 minutes. Let's write that down here. Craft, clearance limit, route, altitude, frequency, and transponder. You never heard the term craft in aviation. I believe I have heard it before. 21:15, just tallying up on my times there. And of course, we have to reset this. And now we can go back. Actually, my bad. We need to do transponder to standby. And now we can go back and get rid of that timer. Okay, guys, This wasn't working anyway, so we can turn that avionics off. Bada bing, bada boom. It's off. We can get the taxi light off. We'll leave the nav on until we shut the engine down. And we can do that time now. Alright. So we're going to turn our ignitions off. Fuel is off, my G's, and now we can those props stop right away. Turn that off. Flaps are up and confirmed, and we are good to go, man. All right, y'all. We can 100% get some jams on and watch the last replay. For sure, for sure. Thanks, guys, for riding along, of course, on this wonderful stream that we did here. Flying around the island. I didn't think I'd have as much fun as I did. Okay, we're disconnected from the VATSIM network. Let's get right into the replay so I can give you guys some shots out. Big up to my lovely wife, of course, for checking in, baby. First on the scene, you know what I mean. Thank you, baby. My G D-Champ and Cages and Blue Games checked in. Aviate68 was all the way in the house with us as well. And they were not playing any games. We had also 104th Money, my G, was in the house along with Aviation Geek. Thanks for the commentary and keeping the chat lit, y'all. For sure, for sure. We also had my man James Johnson in the house with Andy Black. Thank you guys for checking in. For sure, man. We also have my man. Let's see how close we're getting here. Let's see if we can get a tower view now. We also had Green Light. We said 104 was in the house. James Johnson was in the house, of course. Spawn and Salmon was in the house. Roberto D, always in the house, checking out. We said Aviation Geek. I see his name so much I feel inclined to say him and James Johnson's name again. So big up to you boys again, Aviation Geek and James Johnson. We have my man Frank White in the house. Looks like he likes to fly a lot of GA stuff. So thanks for checking in, Frank White. Thanks everyone else for checking in the background, of course. And if you're watching this in the post, thank you. We had Dylan Pierce in the house, man. I didn't think I saw you, Dylan, so big up to you. We had Coffee of Sorts in the house as well, man. So thank you, Coffee, for checking in as well. Sometimes I happen to miss names in the stream. We said Green Light. And who else we got up in this piece? Make sure I'm not missing anybody. You guys had some pretty good chat going on here. All right. I'll double check it here in a minute. Let's keep these replays going here. Yeah, guys, I definitely appreciate y'all riding it up into the house. Pretty much every landing was almost center line, just to the left of it. Okay, who else we got up in here? Just in case I missed somebody. I don't think I did, though. And see ya. Gonna head out. See you on the next one. Thanks, Aviation Geek. And thank you, everybody, for joining the stream, man. You know, we got to get our general aviation in. It isn't the most popular thing, but it is something I love to do, and therefore, I'm going to do it all the time. Boom. There we go. Rolled her out. So once again, guys, appreciate everybody for riding along. Big up to everybody. If I missed your name or didn't acknowledge you during the stream, I am so sorry. If I missed your name, double sorry, but I don't mean to do it intentionally. It just kind of happens with all the multitasking we got to do, not to mention trying to land this aircraft for you guys. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your Thursday night / Friday morning for some of us. and that I see you guys on the next one. Like I said, we may simultaneously somehow hop back to the United States really quick, run a Magnite 787 stream, and then of course come back to Hawaii and finish our island flying before we do our hop over to the Philippines, y'all, for real, because that's how we gonna get down. I definitely got to get that Magnite. It might be 2 back-to-back streams with the, well, not back-to-back, but we might do the Magnite flight in the States and then turn right back around, do a couple of streams here in Hawaii with some more GA aircraft or the Dash 8, and then do our long haul on the Magnite if I like the way she flies. It's going to either be between that or the 747 more than likely. So we'll see how that goes, y'all. But in the meantime, man, big up to everybody. God bless. Take care of yourselves. Be tenacious. Be patient with yourselves. Be tenacious in your patience for everybody else as well. And remember, you reap what you sow, man. God bless. Take care. Happy June.